Alright, the first part of making a survival bow is picking a tree. Has to be straight, can't have no knots, and you can make it any size, but at the minimum it has to be 3 inches wide so you can cut it down and use actual heartwood. All the bark and all that stuff that adds to thickness is all garbage. So all the guys making bows out of stuff that thick, yeah, there's no need for that. You have to go down lower and it has to be straight. The myth is bows are curved. Bows are actually straight. They're only curved because of the tension on them. Alright, at this point, I've hacked all the limbs off the tree. I left it its original width, except for I cleaned up any knots, anything. Some knots are going to be unavoidable. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to make it as straight as possible. Any high spots, you take them down. So as you can see, not all of it got flattened. This is the low spots will still kind of stay around for a little bit, but you'll get at them later. You leave a handle for your hand thick, which will get thinner right here. And as you go, you taper out. You start at 5/8 and you go, and by the end you're supposed to be at 3/8. And then after you do that, then you taper out this end too. So it's gonna be flat and wide, have a lot of spring to it. It's already got a lot of flex, even though it was a pretty big tree that I cut down to make the bow out of. Alright, at this point what you'll have is kind of a crude bow kind of thing. As you can see, this one tilts a little bit to the left, so it'll need to start getting slimmer towards the ends. And you mark it, start marking the shape with a marker or pen, or if you got nothing, just remember the shape. Use mud, whatever you got. And start marking off the handle. And that X is going to be where the arrow rest is going to be, and start shaping a handle. Alright, this is roughly going to be your end result. It's going to be about thumb thickness at the end, starting a little bit thicker and tapering out. Same with that. You don't have to, but I shaped the handle. And a little rest for the arrow. You could rest it on your hand, but you eventually get burns. And there you go. It has a lot of snap to it. Well, I'm finished with it. I strung it up using some catfish string, and I put my Gorilla Pod on it. It's not strung up very hard right now, but it works. And try it with a couple homemade arrows and my one carbon arrow that I bought at Walmart. These are homemade arrows. They're fletched with electrical tape, and they have wire wrapped around the end for ends. There you go. Tree wasn't very far away, but eventually you could improve the aim. Overall, total distance I can get this thing out to if I shoot at a 30-degree angle is 120 meters. So it's not too bad. You gotta improve aim, and if you wanted to really use it, you could use it for getting small rabbits, squirrels. Squirrels like to get up in a tree and stay there. Rabbits, kind of a pain in the butt because they run away. They don't just stand in front of you. So good luck with that. But hey, practice never hurts.